Coming at you live from the Auckland music scene. Beauty of the day, mate. Beauty of the day.
Fluffy.
Dudes, we're going to the punk rock show.
What the hell is going on, guys? My name is Alex. I got Undercover in the Auckland music scene. I have been dragged kicking and screaming out here tonight to the dregs of Auckland to a place called UFO, and I'm out here with a man called
Fluffy.
How's it going, Fluffy?
I'm very, very well. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks. And what band are you with tonight?
So I'm playing in a group called Bogan.
Bogan. It's lovely to have you on the show, Fluffy. So let's talk a bit about your music. How long have Bogan been together?
A year and a bit.
A year and a bit. And what have you done in that time? Have you released anything? Have you written anything? What are you doing?
We released one cassette tape with 7 songs, which was very good. It's called Flex. We've written and recorded most of the next one, which I want to call Suplex. Suplex, rather than a wrestling move.
Still 7 songs?
I think we got it to 8 or 9 this time.
Ticking up. We're nearly getting to the words LP there, you know, if you're not careful.
One day.
So let's talk a bit about your music. So like, how did your band get together, mate?
That's a funny story. We're just a two-piece, and we met on the old internet, you know, one of those Facebook punk rock groups where my drummer was just like, "Hey, bro, I'm moving to New Zealand." I was like, "Cool. Want to start a band?" "Yeah, hell yeah." So I just came over to my house and we made Horrendously Loud Record for a little bit.
Hey, now you got a cassette tape.
Now we got a cassette tape. Our cassette tapes were produced by excellent local tape label Harry Palm, of which this man is the...
Bring him in. Benny, how's it going?
It's alright.
Thanks for coming on the show. So what are you doing here tonight?
Well, I put on this event, Full Noise. It's the second one. The first one was last year, at the same time as this one, but in a different venue. It was at the Greyland Library Hall, and now we're at UFO.
Here's a
Give
bunch
them
of
all
other
over.
worn-out people.
Bring it in. Who else we got here? Bring it in. So who we got here?
I'm Anand. Grant.
Kate.
It's lovely to meet you people. And what band are you guys with?
We're not part of a band, we're part of Worn Out Collective.
That's my favorite band.
Yeah, fucking.
So what are you guys doing here?
Putting on the
Good
show.
question, I might go home.
Oh, you're thinking you're on my wavelength, mate.
It's an amazing illustrator of our excellent artwork.
We'll get some good local accent. Get some, there's some people from Australia and stuff too, isn't there?
Yeah, there's like Holy Serpent, right, from Australia. Yep.
Reptile from Wellington, heaps of Wellington bands like Bower Rupture, G.D.V.
Dogcock from Hamilton played today.
Dogcock.
Spiteful Urinator last night from Hamilton. Fucking Punisher from Wellington. We'll do that, and yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you guys now about a little thing called Worn Out. Who can tell me a little something about that here?
Worn Out doesn't fuck.
Yeah, we don't fuck it. We decided that today.
We
No.
Yeah, we need to have a
It's
meeting
like a
about
fucking
this.
virgin society. So like, you know, like promise rings. We're in fucking 2.
We're live and direct out here on the Auckland music scene. We're about to do things very differently from how you've heard them every other time. We're out here at the UFO bar, and we're out here with
Andy Young.
And Andy. What do you do?
I film a lot of the shows that happen in the underground scene in New Zealand.
And how long have you been doing this for?
I've been going to shows since I was 13, 14, but filming probably since like 2009, because there needs to be documentation of everything that's been happening. You're probably going to hear me say underground music a lot, but I'm real passionate about it. And so I film it, and immediately, people can see and go, oh wow, we played great, we played badly, blah, 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 but it's going to matter more in say 5 to 10, 15 years, when generally most bands have like passed on, and there's newer bands, but people talk about what was that band like, X-Band, and so it's great that there's footage that you can actually watch.
So, like Andy, let me talk to you a little bit about the kind of bands you get involved in. Like throw some names at me here. Who are your kind of favourites in the scene?
Oh man, favourites in the scene. Wellington's got a killer scene, and so there's a band like Roger Nomics, Unsanitary Napkin, Stress Kiddos, killer. Auckland, you got Malevolence. There's a band called Ulcerate. Yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And I was just wondering, like, when it comes to those bands, what do you think it is that they're doing that no other band is doing right now?
Well, if I'm talking about, say, a band like Ulcerate, is just trying to add new elements to the music. So rather than rehashing what's been done before, to be honest, man, it's mainly just energy. They just want to go somewhere and get their minds off normal everyday activities and normal lives. They just want to lose themselves in music. It's therapy. It's therapy, right?
Yeah. Totally.
Yep.
So I want you to just tell me a little bit about, like, when you hear this music, do you think it could be mainstream? And if so, why so? And if not, why not? I'm talking like radio play. I'm talking like a couple, maybe say like 100,000 streams on Spotify or some shit like that. Maybe to that level.
Maybe some bands will get to that certain point, but just like any genre, just like anything, it's only going to be the 1% of 1% that will actually truly get there. When you say mainstream in general, you're thinking, either your hip hop, R&B. That's really dominating. So yeah, so. To some degree, not really, man. It's just too harsh, too abrasive. You play it to Jane and John Doe, they're like, this is just noise.
Yeah, totally. What do you see the future of the scene being like? Do you think people are going to stick with this? Do you think they're going to like go, I don't know, electronic? Like, do you think it's going to break up in 10 years, or like, what do you see happening?
No, I mean, there's always going to be an underground music scene, whether people come and go from the scene. If we're talking musicians, punters that just like the music and then fade out of it in terms of, I used to be into this and I'm not into this anymore. But if you look at a lot of the characters that are here, most of these people will be in it for the rest of their lives. A lot of these characters are in it because it's just in their blood. It's like, it's like food. It's like you need food to survive. It's like I need harsh music because if I don't, it's it's very therapeutic.
Yeah, absolutely. And Andy, if people want to find you at home, where can they look?
Oh man, I have a YouTube channel page called Young Hung Lin, YOUNGHUNGLIN. You'll be able to find all the stuff that I've filmed over the last almost 10 years of as many gigs that I can get to and as many sets of the bands that I can film. I've built up some pretty good deltoids over the last 9-10 years, and so I'm pretty good, like this gentleman here. Yeah.
Shout out to Jard.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, Andy, and we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Absolutely no fucking venues that aren't bars, and there's only 2 fucking bars that people play at anyway. So there needs to be more venues.
This guy's
if
right.
you want to keep calling the city a city of arts and culture, then you have to do things like open up places for people. They raise the prices on all of the places in Central for all ages shows. They price the whole people out of the market as far as I'm concerned. So suck my dick, Auckland Council.
Ruffle golf. Speaking of fish, who's coming to Slipknot?
That's what we all do. We listen to shit music, get pissed, and hang out with shitty people.
Fuck yeah.
It's not
bloody-
me.
Fuck yes, I did a few burnouts and fought a few people.
The jump,
I've been
bro.
collecting the Slipknot jam tapes for years.